Hi, I'm Katie with Moxi Roller Skates, and today we're going to talk about first-time skate buying safety. So when you buy skates for the first time, or actually anytime you buy skates, when you first take them out of the box, there's a few things that you want to check before you go on your first skate. You want to have a look at your toe stops, your wheels, and your trucks. So there are a couple tools that you're going to need to make adjustments. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, preferably a larger size, and a crab tool, which is basically, these come in the box with your skates, and it has two wrench sizes on the side and a third in the middle. So for the Moxi IVs, there's a bolted on toe stop, which means that there's actually a bolt in the center of the skate. So what you want to do in both cases is you just want to kind of like try to turn it with your hand and see if it moves. And if it does, you just want to tighten it so that way it doesn't come loose while you're skating and possibly come off and roll away. So with the bolted on, you just need to take your Phillips head screwdriver and you just need to turn it, to the right until it doesn't move any longer. On the lolly, you're going to need to use your crab tool, or you can use a wrench that has the same size opening. And with your skate facing you, you're going to turn it to the right to tighten it. So you're going to go this way with your skate facing you. So it's pretty much the same as anything else. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you just want to adjust your toe stop to where you want it to be, and then you just crank it down to the right until you can't move it anymore. And then you're good. The second thing that you want to have a look at is your wheels. So on this part, you can actually use your Moxi universal skate tool if you want, or you can use your crab tool. All you're going to do is you're going to kind of test to see how tight the wheels are on your skates. So like this first one isn't really moving. This back one is about where you would want your skates to be. It's okay to tighten your skates a little bit, to tighten your wheels a little bit if you're not a very experienced skater. That can help you with basically not rolling out of control. But typically, you want your wheels to kind of roll freely if you just give them a little spin like that. And all you do is you just lay your skates on the side, and you take your crab tool, and you actually use this little center part, and you put it around your bolt, and you turn it to the left to loosen it if they're too tight, and you turn it to the right to tighten it. So you just want them to be, you don't want them to move on their axis. If you look here, you can see that this wheel can kind of move up and down. That's too loose. So you just want to take your tool and tighten it down. Until it doesn't move up and down on the axis any longer. And you just want to check each wheel on both of your skates, so check all 8 wheels. And it's the same for the lolly. So the third thing that you want to do is have a look at your trucks. Your trucks are actually this underside of your skate. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. And these control how these move back and forth on your skate. So if you're an experienced skater, you can kind of loosen them or tighten them to your preference. It basically controls how quickly your skates respond when you try to make a turn, when you lean on the inside or the outside of your skate. But for non-experienced skaters, you generally want them to be fairly tight. That means they're less responsive and you won't lose control. So, but mostly this is just for safety. So you just want to make sure that they're tight enough that they're not moving all over the place and possibly going to come loose. So all you want to do is try to move them back and forth And if they don't really move, then you're good. If they move a lot, then you just need to tighten them. So you just take the small side of your crab tool and just turn to the right until they're tight enough that they don't move. In the end, it's really up to you how tight they are. You just don't want them to move so much that they are going to come out of place. So, so again, there's 3 things to check when you first get your skates that you should always check, and technically you should probably check them before you go and skate, you know, anyway, just in case. You want to have a look at your toe stops and make sure they're tight. You want to have a look at your wheels and make sure they're as tight as you want them. And the trucks you don't have to check very often, but every so often it's probably a good idea to just have a look. So that's first time buying or first time out skating safety. If you have other questions, please come to moxishop.com or moxirollerskates.com and let us know what you would like to know about skating. We'd love to hear it. Thanks.